Good evening, RPG Limit Break and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to the last chance qualifier of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Dab Dab Revolution. I am Sonny Wrath 11, and joining me tonight as both doing commentary and our restreamer, Hate the 13th. How are you doing tonight, Hate?
I am doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out. We have 4 players on our side of the screen well, running the same board as the people over on the Final Fantasy Randomizer stream as well. Everybody has been assigned row 4.
Yes, and this is a 7-player race overall. So 3 of them are over on Final Fantasy Randomizer, and then the other 4, of course, are here with us on RPG Limit Break. Now, all of the runners here in the last chance qualifier are standing with a 2-1 record, if I remember correctly. And 6 of the 7 of them will progress into the bracket stages that start, isn't it next week, Hate?
I believe it is, yeah. And, it's 6 of the 7, so one person it's going to be like they're playing musical chairs, trying to make sure they're not the last one sitting down.
Indeed, and I also want to give a shout out to our 2 trackers here. We've got JLo7 and Shadow Mr. T241 doing the tracking behind the scenes. So thank you both so much for joining us and doing that. It is very, very much appreciated.
Yes, very much so, because these races are to say they're chaotic at the beginning is an understatement. It's no other way around it. They are utter madness at the start. I kind of love it.
They most definitely are, and it's gonna be a thing for sure. Our runners should be going very shortly, though.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the seed, you want to talk about the Blursings a little bit?
Well, as much as we can. They're going to be starting real soon now. So the fighter gets 30 hit points, can wield the katana, and only thief weapons other than that. The thief gets red mage armor plus 20 strength at a cost of 10 agility, and the black belt gets an X-Cal, fighter strength, and minus 5 luck.
Here at level 1 white magic, we see heal 3 in slot 1 as well as fade in slot 2. So we got some good stuff. And level 1 black magic, lit 2, ice 3, and zap. So we do have an instant kill spell right off the bat, even though it is a time elemental spell, which is a-okay.
Yeah, given that there's very few things that actually resist time, I think that's a fine thing to have.
I would absolutely agree.
Especially since we actually have, non-elemental and elemental sweeper.
Absolutely. Continuing on with the Blursings, though, the red mage got black belt vitality and plus 40 HP, but has minus 10 vitality. The white mage has 5/7 of a ribbon, resists poison, earth, death, time, and status, plus 10 magic defense, but also minus 10 vitality. We see a cube over on Budge Mono's side from Sarda, as well as Chanigan. And the last set of Blursings, but definitely not the least, the black mage with plus 15 agility, plus 20 magic defense, but minus 5 luck.
And Papa Duke stuck into the dwarf cave and executed at least one dwarf. Oh, looks like he executed a whole bunch more because he did the talk to 7 dwarves in the dwarf cave. I didn't happen to see if he let the gray dwarf survive or if he put him out of his misery.
I'm not 100% certain either, but we do have the cube as well on Papa Duck's side, and the chime from the Circle of Sages for both Chanigan and Budge Mono. So, a pretty standard opening route, except from Pickles and Beer, who decided to start with the Cardia Islands first.
Which, it's not a bad idea to start with the Cardia, so you can get a good amount of cash out right out of the way, and using that, you can actually, finance some early spells if you need to get potentially some early gear.
Which is a play that I personally like. The early gear and spells definitely can help a lot, especially with some of the places that have to be stepped into.
And Shadow pointing out in chat that the Great Dwarf was eliminated at least once so far.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hannigan taking down the Pirates as well as Budge Mono, and they'll both be receiving a bottle here very shortly. Papa Duck's not too terribly far behind to receive that bottle as well, and we see some tents here in Provoca, so definitely nice to see some save items.
Yeah, good cheap save items, just in case there's a potential overworld grind. I haven't noticed how quickly the first encounter comes off a hard reset, though, so I have no idea.
I don't think we've seen the first encounter yet. We did see level 2 life, though, so that's a plus, and level 2 Bane, not bad to see either.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And JLo pointing out that there were copper bracelets +3, which perfectly viable early armor as well.
Oh, and if you notice on Pickles and Beer's screen, Wall is at level 6, but in slot 2, which means that's going to be promotion locked.
Ugh, kind of hate to see that.
It's unfortunate for sure, but I wouldn't call it the end of the world.
It's an annoyance at most. I mean, especially since that white mage has most of a ribbon as is.
Absolutely. Looks like we have a Garland fight coming up for Chanigan. Gonna fade for 204 by Garland.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he wanted to go for the Garland boxing, so Chanigan's knocked out C2 and R2 for himself.
But does get an herb, and what's Princess Sarah gonna have? The ship.
Yeah,
At least that's early on.
Yeah. Let me see here.
So
I think it's a mistake that Chanigan has the zombies clicked.
I think so,
But
at least for
that.
right now. But there's a question in chat from Ms. Micah about column 3 looking or being the best looking target. You and I did a little bit of talking about this prior to the race. Depending upon what level Quake rolls at, we could see a bottom left, top right bingo.
Yeah, because you've got the Defeat Lich with Quake and Defeat Lich 1. And because you've got that hit level 40 with at least one character and everybody's running a black belt, so that's likely gonna happen.
All that would have to be done is finding a ribbon and then, of course, turning around and selling it, saving afterwards, and ta-da, you're done.
Yep.
We see level 4 Nuke as well as, I believe I saw Fast and Lock there.
Yep. Nuke, Sleep, Fast, and Lock. We're all sitting at level 4.
And we did see level 4 Life 2. So that'll be nice. Looks like both Life and Life 2 rolled pretty early. And the Elf Prince on Papa Duck's side, he was holding on to the Adamant.
That's not too bad. At least it's, not any fetch quest that's sending you too far out of the way.
Not at all, and fortunately that also lines up with having to go talk to the 7 dwarves in the dwarf cave.
Yep.
Butch Mono running through the Cardia treasuries, picking up some good stuff. I did see a pro ring +5.
Ooh, very nice to find there.
Really, really good absorb there. I believe that's... Is it 18 absorb?
I believe it is. Or... No, wait, if it were a body armor, it would be 18. I think as a bracelet, bonk, whatever you want to call it, I think that is only a 13. But still, that's some really good armor.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I can never remember between the armor and the gloves, helms, and shields.
Yeah. And,
which ones
man.
are +2?
It's kind of a shame that nobody actually took a fighter, because if they had, they would have Dragon Armor +4 to look forward to. That being said, then they would have to, probably level everybody in their party up as opposed to just relying on the punch cannon.
I think we might see some Garland boxing from Pickles and Beer. Because he was going to go attempt to confuse Garland, but didn't have any charges of confuse.
Whoops.
Chanigan going ahead and picking up that level 4 Nuke and Sleep. Or not Nuke and Sleep, Nuke and Fast, I'm sorry. As well as the level 4 Life 2.
Yeah, and it looks like the Adamant got turned into a big, heavy Rosetta Stone. So you take that and go talk to the good doctor in Melmond and, figure out how to speak Lefanish.
Budge did pick up the ruby, and the Titan's Tunnel has Matoya's crystal.
Got it. So the Titan somehow picked up her crystal at a garage sale and has just been, holding on to it himself. All right, and we see Pickles and Beer go. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Trying to go for a
poison smoke!
Oh my goodness. Pickles and Beer getting the Bane on the first round. Tia immediately popping out going, I'm saving. I'm not wasting that one.
Let's go!
And Matoya gives the tail. And it looks like that Tia might be off a hard reset.
Oh, I was hoping 2 for 2 there for Pickles and Beer, but
it looks like he was as well.
Not on the cards. That would have been amazing to see.
Yep. All right, we got some gas dragons here, and let's see how these things rolled. 80 on the bottom one. And how they rolled was apparently mage hungry. Ooh, boy.
That's under 370 HP.
Yeah, that's a perfectly viable thing for it.
That's a big ol' EXP farm right there. Hey, look, Tia.
Okay, so it's Tia, gas dragons. Tia, gas dragon. Oh no, I guess it was Tia, gas dragon, Tia, blue dragon. Oh my goodness.
What even is this?
It's the Hall of Tiamat. This was a Danny seed. This one was not my fault.
I like this. These blue dragons looking a little beefy.
And hungry.
Chanigan going to finish off the slab fetch quest and gets a ribbon for the troubles.
All right.
And that ribbon is +2.
So that does put column 3 or row 3 or either of the diagonals in play for him. Well, no, except the top left, bottom right, because he beat the heck out of Garland with magic. And there's the 4 Gasties. Let's see if he can. Nope. Can't get through them before the hungry Gasties take out the mages or take
They're
out
under
at least
200.
Oh my goodness.
They're under 200 HP.
Oh my goodness.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think we might see Pickles sitting here for a little bit until he gets, Jesus.
We do see a Tyro over on Chanigan's side, but if Pickles is able to carry this for a while, then that black belt's going to be online really fast.
Yeah. All right, so it's just going to be a matter of making sure everything happens in the right order for him. All right. That's another 2 Gasties killed for the black belt and the white mage, which, man, that's going along pretty well.
That's so much EXP and a really, really good amount of money for Pickles. Budge diving into Marsh, about to check what the incentive chest is.
And Papa's already there, so let's see what we got there. Once he actually gets through these wizards, or away from either one. But it looks like now Pickles and Beer is going in for the boxing.
And we have an Oxy Ale at the Marsh incentive chest. I absolutely love that Pickles found those gas dragons, was able to take them out. They don't have very much HP, and just boxed down Garland.
He just absolutely bodied Garland, and then a single ghoul pops up and goes, die.
Hey, sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
All right, Pickle's picking up that herb finally and getting the ship as well.
I'm getting
Probably
the...
not too.
Go ahead.
Probably not too thrilled about the ship, but
Yeah,
it is still early.
I was gonna say it's the ship of disappointment. He's probably going in and just gonna remember that, wait, I've got life magic. Or do I? I don't know, I'm just gonna go res it.
He's got the money. He's got over 66,000, so...
I'm honestly surprised he rezzed the entire party and didn't just head back up there to deal with those, or to get those gas Ds and get that black belt brought online.
So I'm not, because of one tile that's required right now, and that's taking the thief to 25.
Yeah, but I'm honestly taking a thief to 25 would be a bit easier if the punch cannon were properly and fully online.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Right, and Viz 2 and Cure 3 both at level 3 white.
And I think Pickles is going to attempt to fill all the spell slots on the white mage, as Chanigan is at Astos, and we're about to see...
Astos has the ruby equivalent. Saw that one got picked up by Budge Mono earlier.
Yep.
Oh,
but
I saw that Harm 4 at level 4 too.
Oh, I missed Harm 4 there.
Yeah. The reason that Harm 4 actually is good in these flags, if you haven't seen these flags before, there is a flag, excuse me, a flag enabled called White Mage Harm All. And Sonny, you want to take over explanation while I get a drink of water right quick, please?
Absolutely. So with the White Mage Harm flag on, the undead flag does not have to be on for an enemy in order for harm to hit it. It will hit any enemy for its normal damage range. So with White Mage Harm on, that turns Harm 4 into a kind of niche use spell, into a slightly lower damage rolling fade.
Yeah, and it brings the White Mage's viability up quite a bit, because that means if you find like Harm 2, Harm 3, anything like that at an early level, congratulations, you have a White Mage who can actually deal damage.
Pickles and Beer grabbing the 7 dwarves right now.
Yep.
Does have the adamant, turns it in to receive that slab. Things are looking
6
good.
And 7.
That's all 7.
Leaving
with
that
a second
poor Hooray Dwarf alive to suffer in his eternal one-word agony. And it looks like Pickles and Beer was going for that purchase 5 hit point restoring spells.
So, question in chat about the zombie tile, and I imagine you'll be able to answer this one better than I will. Hey, do zombie bulls and zombie dragons count towards the zombie tile?
It is the Geists, Ghouls, Zombies, and Spectres, and not the Bulls and Dragons.
So it is specifically the enemies that have the zombie sprite.
Yes, it's the zombie body.
It is not the zombie type, or all of the zombie type enemies being the zombie dragons or zombies.
Yes.
Alright, we have an Ice Cave dive coming in from Chanigan.
And we see Papa going into Hall of Dragons and finding about that Gasty.
Low rolls on Fade, but Ice 3 should finish off the dragons for Papa Ducks, and we're good.
Papa Duke's getting his first set of dragons killed.
And has houses, so I like this play right now.
And Budge Mono apparently going for cursor strats, because that's not my cursor on the screen.
Alright, we're about to see if a Bane connects on Papa Duck's side, and ineffective.
Yeah. Ooh, 3 hits for 3 damage out of that black belt. That's a black belt getting shoved down one of Tiamat's mouths.
Yep. Second attempt, no dice. Third attempt,
So
ineffective
good.
as well. Gonna give it that 4th shot. Are we gonna see poison smoke? No.
Nope, we are seeing a
And
reset.
a thunder as well.
Alright, Budge getting the slab translated. Gonna probably go, well, potentially go pick up that ribbon. He does have the bottle, so we can just get those two things knocked out all in one swoop.
Alright, Pickles Duck's finding about the 3 Tias in a row after the Gas Dragon encounter and is like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah. Nope. Alright, Chanigan is in ice at the eye tile, getting the rod out of that. And let's see if he's going to go for the eye grind right now. It looks like he is.
I like this play coming from Chanigan. This is one of Chanigan's favorite things to do.
Oh, and he picked up a Thor hammer around there somewhere.
He did. I believe it was while he was running through here looting some of the stuff in ice.
Ah, okay, that would make sense. And yeah, as pointed out by JLo, because Lich 1 is required, you've got to find that rod. And yes, to answer Admiral Tryhard's question, we've got vanilla tiles on for these. Because these flags are pretty much about speed, speed, speed. It was determined to leave the tiles at vanilla so that you could at least grind quicker if needs be. All right,
looks like Dux is attempting to grab one of the encounters in the desert.
Yeah, he's at least scouting him out, which I don't hate the play. Though he does need to be careful about that because one of the other tiles that's on is desert and marsh tiles or swamp tiles do damage, and they will kill you.
He finds the sandwich and is going to go ahead and bounce on out of there. Chanigan's still going after these eyes, getting about 1500 EXP per kill. Not a bad amount for sure.
All
Would
right.
prefer to have more.
And it looks like Pickles is going for the southeast check quadrant of the desert grind and doing the safe tiles.
I believe that is a sandwich off Power Cycle.
Yeah, but I don't think he's satisfied with that because he's now going to check the southwest. And finding some RN kilos. Nobody likes that.
Yeah, that's a big old pass for me.
Alright. Like he's going to check the northwest now. Once again, more ankylos. It's kind of a shame. I mean, they're viable, but they're not first choice.
I mean, at least it's regular ankylos and not red ankylos.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. But these
They're
things
still
seem
gonna hit
real thick.
They do, and I mean, they're still going to hit hard regardless. There goes that white mage for Pickles and Beer, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like sandwich is going to be on the menu tonight.
At least until Tia 1 can go down a little bit easier.
Yeah.
We do see that 2 runners have lit up the purchase 5 HP restoring spells. And those 2 are Ducks and Pickles, so they've gotten their HP restoring spells that they need. Now it's just finding Bracken and obtaining charges for that.
Yep. Well, and finding the Oxyale, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, at least Budge Mono already has, as does Papa Dukes. But yeah, Chanigan and Pickles, neither of them have the Oxyale quite yet.
Yeah, the Oxyale was obtained from Marsh Cave.
Oh yes, now thank you. Also, just now that I'm thinking about it, I want to give a big shout out to Adam, who has put together the bingo board for this tournament, and to actually put together the layout and tracker that we're using for this one right now. It's specifically made for the bingo instance, so that we can actually have 4 people playing bingo at the same time on the same board, and actually track it. So, big thanks to him for that.
Yeah, the work that he's put in throughout both before the bingo tournament and even up through here in the bingo tournament has been massive. Alright.
Alright, Chanigan dropped down and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go have a dragon kill off my party, because I'm sick of this." Oh, or actually, no, I'm sorry, that was a off-step encounter. And I'm not sure if he meant to drop down or if he slipped on a banana peel there.
I wasn't entirely paying attention there as to which happened for sure.
But Papa Dukes has lit up the defeat 4 different ghosts, or 15 total ghosts, so he is good to go on that one now.
As well as the 4 different zombies, or 15 total zombies.
Yeah, between the marsh dive and then the ice cave dive, yeah, that's a pretty good setup for getting those undead packs. And we found the TNT up in Ordeals.
Some rather explosive ordeals.
Yep. Hey, Chanigan heading back on out of here. Let's see if he goes for the drop down again or if he goes outside to save. Yep, alright, so he may have just slipped on a banana peel after that encounter.
Gotta watch out for the banana peels. They'll
Especially in ice. So many peels in ice.
They'll get you good.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Budgemano got his explosives and is on his way out of there now, which I cannot blame him for.
All Budge needs are the key and the rod, and let's go.
Key's not even necessary, because Ordeals is unlocked, and, well, Thief.
Topher.
Yeah, still Thief.
Yeah. What level is lockpicking at?
It is set to level 15 in these flags. Like, given that they have to take the Thief to 25...
That's true. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, at this point, in this seed, the only point of the key is to get a little bit more XP.
That's true.
Alright.
Pickle's looking pretty good right now.
And there's Budge getting his 5th healing spell.
And there's the rod from Ducks. So Ducks checking key items. Does have rod, does have Oxy Ale. He just has to get some levels done, and everything's good to go from there.
Yeah, and now that I'm looking at this, C4 looks like it would actually be a kind of decent one to go for. Because you can find those big packs of Gerwolves just kind of wandering about. Oh, Masa -4. Sad thing to see, but still, it's a Masa. But yeah, I mean, defeat 4 different dinosaurs or 15 total dinosaurs. Look, there's those Inkilo packs. I mean, they're not the best, but they're entirely viable for just absolutely bodying once you get your black belt online. Already gotta kill Kraken. And open every chest in Ice Cave. It seems like the runners are almost all doing that anywho so far. Like, I don't recall seeing Chanigan open up the Ice Cave number 2, the one that's on the last floor in the separate room, but he's opened everything else.
Chanigan may swing back and open that when he's leaving Ice Cave.
Yeah. Which, actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea to do that, because that way he would be keeping that little bit silent until he actually has it, or until he's actually ready to go, and just in, murder mode.
Yeah, that is very, very possible. Chanigan, though, already at 6 hits on the black belt. Black belt sitting at 31, about to get the 8th hit online. Probably here in about 2 battles, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he's going to go to 42 or if he's just going to push it all the way up to 50 just to get, absolute murder machine. So, given that there's no plus to hit on the black belt, I'm not sure if we'd see 50.
Yeah, and considering what's on the line, 42 would probably be the best stopping point. And the only other reason I'd see to go past 42 is if the 10% or extra 10% hit chance were on the black belt to get that mythical 12 hit.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fasted 24 hits. Whew, we talking a lot of damage there.
Alright, and it looks like Pickles and Beer is getting ready to do an eye grind as well, and he's gonna murder off the rest of his party members on the frozen lava. I've never understood why there was damage tiles there.
Because they're glacial spikes.
Eight hits, 695. That black belt is warming up pretty hot right now.
Don't worry, we're just trying to go even further beyond.
Yep.
Alright, Pickles and Beer grabbing that Ice 2 chest that we believe Chinigan skipped. But I don't believe Pickles has picked up all of the chests for sure.
Alright, well, I think that one is just about it. He's got to grab the...
Oh no!
I think he forgot that that floor was reversed.
I think he did too.
Yep. So that's one of the other flags that's on for this, if you haven't been watching these, is that some of the floors are reversed. So some of the floors will be flipped horizontally, left to right. And the Ice Cave Major floor, the one that you drop down onto to get the vanilla floater, is one of them this time. And yeah, I think that may have led to that that extra drop down from Pickles and Beer there.
Chinigan did just hit level 40 on that black belt, and I believe is going to exit ice. Seems like 42 isn't going to be necessary for Chinigan, but Chinigan could also hit 42 in the Hall of Dragons, because I have a feeling Chinigan's going to attempt to get the Thief to 25 there.
Probably.
And it's a play that, personally, I think is a good idea.
Yeah, I do not dislike it. Alright, Pickles and Beer has now officially clicked off the open every chest in ice. Taken off the armor from the thief and thrown him right up front, and now just to hope that he can actually get hit. It's times like this where I wish you could kind of target, or where I kind of wish you could target your own party members.
Yeah, that would be a thing, for sure.
And it looks like Chanigan is working on the zombies and the ghosts all at once.
I like this.
Yeah, it's a smart play. I mean, it's a little bit of an annoyance because those whites have heal, which was the wraiths. I think it was the wraiths had heal, which is an annoyance. It doesn't do anything really. It's just stupidly annoying.
Yeah, just a slight inconvenience, but outside of that, nothing too bad.
And Pickles and Beer is now at the, hey, look at my jewelry phase.
I think Pickles and Beer is trying to get the Black Mage to drop.
I think he's trying to get everybody to drop except for the Black Belt.
That could be the case.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult given the extra agility on the Thief right now. Alright, and there we have the fairy turn in and getting a crown out of the lake.
That is very true. With the extra agility, that Thief is a lot more evasive than it would normally be.
Yeah. I, at this point, would kind of be hoping to find, like, an off-step encounter just to let the Thief and the Black Mage get ended.
Papa Duck's picking up that ribbon, selling it, and then saving.
Alright. Papa got that center row, making himself, giving himself the availability for the bottom left to top right run, or column 3.
This is going to be very interesting.
Janigan selling off that. Yeah, it looks like now Pickles is looking for the off-step encounter. And he is not holding down B while he is doing this walk. It's a little bit of a risk, but, you know, as long as he doesn't slip on another banana peel.
Sometimes you got to take the risks in order to get that reward.
Yep.
Using the light axe, though, instead of the Thor hammer, that's going to end up killing off everything except for the Wraith.
Yeah. He needed to give the black belt something else to, you know, show off to get those two killed, but, well.
The black belt does have the Thor hammer, so...
Yeah, but even
the Thor hammer would have dealt less damage.
Yeah, but it would still, you know, potentially damage him enough to kill him, not get the thief and the black belt killed, or black mage killed.
This is true.
Yeah, whilst the eye is a fairly good grind, it's really bad at killing people.
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate part of the eye. It doesn't quite do enough damage to be able to really kill.
Looks like Chanigan also has picked up his hit point, or his healing spells.
That he has, and...
I think this is the fourth wolf for him as well, because that one just got lit up too.
Yep. That's all the wolves, and Pickle's gonna head back over to the sandwiches by the looks of it. Spend some time running around in the desert, which I like this play.
Yep, that'll slowly but surely eat away at those people, and hey, you can look for stakes.
Just like that.
Exactly like that.
We got some steak, we got some sandwiches, now we just need some wings.
Alright, and it looks like Papa is potentially going for those dinosaurs as well, because he actually killed some Kilos.
Yeah, and he still does need to go to ice.
And they are off the hard reset, so it looks like he is hunting for Kilos to get the 15 of them.
Trying to take the higher density encounters, which...
Smart move, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very smart move.
Now they have less than 250 HP, that's actually not too shabby.
And I think this is going to do it for the 15 total dinosaurs.
Yep. And he's like, alright, I got my dinos, I'm out of here.
Now the question is, will Pup Ducks head back to, or head over towards ice, or are we going to be looking at potentially something completely different?
Because it's like he's hitting up waterfall rather than hitting the ice.
Yeah, there is a good setup here for C4, R4. There's a good setup here for BLTR, R4.
Alright, and actually now that I'm looking at it, Papa Ducks has already been to ice. He's got the rod, so he's maybe going to look for, you know, something else that's not the eye to grind on. Maybe he's looking for a walking grind.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Pickles and Beer is having all the sandwiches now. Whereas Budge Mono has got down to his Thief and his Black Belt and is grinding them up for now, and looks like just hit 24 on both of them. The Thief is swinging the Dragon Sword +4, Black Belt swinging the Masa -4.
And Duck's wanting to show off something that, in case you guys didn't know, if you go out of Waterfall, you are on that entrance tile, so you can head up into the lake above.
Yep. That being said, I'm not seeing the tile to have to save in the lake north of Waterfall, but that is one I kind of like seeing just because it makes me laugh.
Yeah, the tile's not on this board, but it is definitely a good tile to see.
Alright, looks like Chanigan has promoted and is, well, having some gasties on his walk out. There is level 42 for the Black Belt and level 21 for everyone else. And yeah, now it's just going to be hold still while I punch you.
Yeah, no kidding there.
Down goes the White Mage.
The white mage held still while Tia had a snake. But, I mean, at least that's Tia 1 down for Chanigan, so nothing too scary there. This could potentially allow Chanigan to get that Thief to 25, though, relatively quickly.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing right now. And to answer the question for Admiral Tryhard, the cast a spell of every element includes time, earth, poison, stone, non-elemental, fire, ice, lightning. Or time, earth, poison status, not stone status.
There you go.
Yeah,
because yay status elemental.
Yep. Right, it looks like Chanigan is doing the Gasty grind because he saw those 2 Tias and was like, nah, man. Oh boy, canal from the robot. Thanks, robot.
You the best, robot.
Grum, grum,
grum. Alright. Thief is 24, so Chanigan's almost done with taking that Thief to 25. He's going to go ahead and run into Tia here, but...
Punch down goes that Tia
single punch
again.
Is it. That's all that's needed. Okay. That's definitely a thing. Another Tia, 3 hits, 69 from the Thief. Punch dead.
Yeah, at this point, I kind of think that Chanigan was farming Tias rather than the Gas Dragons.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly that. Alright, Chanigan, the second one to have the Thief at 25. Our first one was Budgemano, who ended up doing the 2-man eye tile, which I like that play as well.
Yep. Pickles and Beer has just hit 32 with that black belt and is on the way up now. We're continuing to go up. I apparently have lost my ability to speak English properly tonight. Please forgive.
Words are hard.
Yep.
As I say to you on many occasions.
I cannot brain. I have the dumb.
How do I brain?
Yep. Alright. Chanigan's about to find the Ankylos here, and nope on out of those. What if he's looking for steak, or if he's just looking for more dinosaurs?
I think the answer is more dinos.
Well, we'll see if he stays around for this. I think he's looking for steak. Steak or sandwiches. He's looking for food.
Well, there are the sandwiches, but with that black belt being such a high level, these sandwiches do have a pretty good chance of running away.
Yeah, sandwiches are cowards.
Their low morale stat is, it's a thing.
Yep. And Chanigan showing us what's actually in the northeast, and finding that it's regular Ankylos. Okay, so he's like, alright, this overworld grind sucks.
But
back to the dragons.
That does give him the knowledge that nobody did an overworld grind. And it looks like Brack is promo locked.
Oh, that would explain why Chanigan promoted.
That's kind of a bad thing. A little bit of a rude thing.
Well, you know. Just means everybody's gonna have to find the tail, which means they're gonna have to get the crystal from the Titan's Trove.
That's true.
Means they're gonna have to get the ruby from Astos, which means they have to get the crown from the fairy.
It looks like Budge might be going for R4C5.
Yeah. Quake Lich, defeat Kraken. Yeah, that's actually not a bad tile to go for either, especially since you got a Brack and the Kraken already. You gotta defeat Lich 1, so yeah.
It's all gonna depend on if Quake's at level 8 or level 7.
Yep. Level 7, well, actually he might have to promote, but no, he'll have to promote for the Brack anywho.
But Budge does take down Tia 1, so Budge does have that square marked. And it looks like we're going to have more Tia fights coming in.
You know, I have to wonder if Papa is maybe... Oh, actually, I'm wondering why he's going to beat Kraken 1 when he's not promoted, because you don't have Brack yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Brack. And if we did, we completely missed it.
People can see here. Oh, no, Brack is at level 5. Slot 4, level 5. So that's
then...
not promo locked.
Alright. Then, looks like Ducks may have some shots of Brack online.
Yeah.
And I would imagine so with the levels.
He's got at least 5 shots of it.
Here we go. Kraken 1, round 1. Here we go. Brack is queued up. Slow to start. Here we go. Here goes the Brack.
Nothing.
Ineffective on the first one. But still got 4 more shots. Here we go. Brack number 2. Sleep 2 comes out onto that Black Mage. Kind of negating that turn. Brack number 2 comes out, ineffective as well. Ice 2 coming out from Kraken, gonna deal chip damage.
This Kraken's kind of a jerk. I mean, he slowed the Black Belt round 1 and, you know, put the Black Mage to sleep, and he's now just like, yeah, I'm just gonna toss some spells around.
Yeah, but Cure 3's gonna come out, re-heal that Black Mage. Brack number 3 comes out, ineffective.
Swing and a miss.
We've seen 3 misses so far. 4th one is not gonna be the charm.
Yeah. And Kraken going, alright, I'm tired of this thief. I'm going to just delete it now. Thanks, bye.
Number 5,
oh,
no dice.
Swing and a miss.
Pickles and Beer picking up that tail and resetting out of it immediately.
Yeah, and whilst Shadow Mr. T is thinking that it could have been worse if the Kraken had back rode the Black Mage, I think honestly what Kraken did was a bit more rude. Because if it had back rode the Black Mage immediately, you could just reset and be done. No. This Kraken gave you hope. And then quashed
it. Kraken said, here, let me give you some hope.
Yep. Right, and here goes Chan again, turning that vampire into a pile of dust.
What vampire?
Exactly. That's that pile of dust that's on the floor now.
Okay.
And Wizards see the Black Mage, or the Black Belt, and are like, nope.
We're done here. I pass. I concede. Stop!
I'm sorry for interrupting you, sir. Please don't kill me.
Dead.
Alright, and Budge heading on into that to try and get that Tia as well.
Kraken?
Yes, that's what I meant.
The Tia of the sea?
Yes, the Tia of the sea. Kraken is the dragon of the... Or, you know, and Tiamat's the... I can
Kraken
word...
of the sky.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you were trying to say.
Is it fish or is it chicken?
Yes.
I apparently have a big bad case of the dumbs tonight.
That's why you got me, right?
Yep. And Pickles and Beer making his way out of that reversed waterfall.
Alright, here we go. Kraken round 2 for Papa Ducks. Bracket number 1!
Swing and a miss.
But we're gonna get Invis 2 this time, so that thief might actually survive a punch.
I think it's more about, at this point, making sure that the Black Mage can survive a punch if Kraken swings at it.
That's true.
Round number 2, another miss.
Quake coming from Chanigan. Fell into Crack on the first go. Terminated.
Alright.
That is bottom left, top right done for Chanigan. Just has to defeat Kraken with Brack and talk to the 7 dwarves, which I like how Chanigan's holding off on the dwarves until after everything else is done.
Yep. And this Kraken is highly Bracken resistant, apparently. I don't want to become a statue. No, thank you.
Are we gonna need Xfer for this Kraken? Because
Goodness.
that's what it's looking like right now. Bracket number 10 overall.
Oh my
ineffective.
god! Papa Dukes is just having the horrible, horrible luck on that brack.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask you this question, Hey. What's the worst streak you've had
16.
of bracks missing?
16.
You and I have the exact same streak.
Yeah, it's, yeah. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's
right.
I would say a bit of an annoyance, but it's more than a bit of an annoyance. It's a massive annoyance.
Yeah. Alright, that's 4 dwarves. 5 dwarves. 6 and 7. Yeah, and he is immediately like, nope, out.
Alright. 7 dwarves done. And we're still sub-hour. Budge going up against the Kraken. Misses that first brack, but we'll see what happens here as the fight continues on. As Papa Doc's heading down for round 3. Yeah, that was Budge's first brack, wasn't it?
Yes. That's his
Second one,
oh,
ineffective.
My goodness.
What is going on here? We've seen 12 brack misses so far total.
Oh, and there we go.
Finally! Borking into pizzas.
And that means that Budge just has to end Lich with Quake, and he's in go mode.
Oh my... Yeah, you're right.
But
Budge has to promote for Quake. Chanigan is...
Quake is Gaia slot 2. I think that's the one that's that's a learnable. I think
Chanigan is doing Chanigan things. I don't know for sure what Chanigan's doing.
I'm wondering if he's hunting for zombies. Oh, Gaia 2 is locked. Thank you, Linkshot. Because whilst it shows eliminated on my screen, I brought that up to him in the race or in the bingo room, and it's not showing on his. So it's apparently some artifact on mine that just went a little wonky.
Okay, yeah. Now I see it. The Ducks back to Kraken. Here we go, Brack. Borking into pizzas.
Hallelujah.
He did it! That's all I got.
Yeah. It's a hallelujah, he's got it finally.
Oh, that was disgusting. And if I didn't miscount that was 13 bracks?
Plus or minus, yeah. It was a horribly rude amount of them.
Man, Chanigan's just having a rough time running into zombies here.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I probably would have gone back to Ice Cave to that drop down. You get at least get a couple of them guaranteed there, just right out the gate.
Yeah, I would agree with that play to pivot back to ice.
All right, so we have got looks like Budge Mono doing some party murdering in the Hall of Dragons.
I can get down with that. It's probably the best place.
Having his mages slap the dragons.
I like it. I like it. Alright, Pickle's running through Earth right now.
Yep, heading on down to take care of that Lich. Pickles still needs to get his Thief to level 25.
Pickles does, but I don't think it'll be long for Pickles to do that. Chanigan did end up beating the 15 total zombies or 4 different zombies.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's an artifact on the yeah, artifact of the thing, or a bug. Let's call it that, because
Yeah, I
Adam in
mean,
chat has addressed it himself as a bug. So yeah.
yeah, because it turned off on here on the stream, but in the bingo room it is on. So now all Chanigan has to do is get that brack. So hopefully Chanigan has some decent luck here getting the brack off.
Yeah.
But
We'll see how well it rolls for him this time.
yeah, that's true.
Is it going to treat him like Budge Mono, or is it going to treat him like Papa?
All right, Pickle's not going to go for the Quake. It looks like Pickles is more set up for column 4. So the 4 different dinosaurs or 15 total dinosaurs will be easy for Pickles to get done, as I'm pretty sure Pickles knows that the first encounter on the southwest side of Mirage was the red ankylos.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the wild card of bracking Kraken.
Yep.
As Chanigan is about to be at that point of bracking Kraken as well.
Budge continuing to do the Hall of Dragons grind. Hall
All of Giant Dragons.
Yes. In the instance of Tiamat, very much so. Hey, Red D's, we haven't seen this encounter before.
No, we have not. All right, Chanigan. Here at Kraken 1, we see a brack.
And we see a round 1 brack.
We see a first go initiative brack.
Alright, well. Yeah. It was nice and easy for Chanigan there. And with
there
that,
are only 2
Chanigan
words for
is
Chanigan.
in go mode.
Orkin into pizzas.
Right, looks like Budge Mono's got his black belt up to 35 right now. Pop it on out, drop in a cabin, because you don't want to lose those levels.
All right.
Looks like Papa's going for the zombie detail in Ordeals, and Chanigan breaking the orb and dancing on down.
I gotta say, I kind of like it. Zombie Dragons, not bad HP, comparable EXP to the eyes. Maybe a little bit more, but definitely not a bad place to be. But Chanigan is in Topher. First of these 4 to enter Topher. It's a race. This is Chanigan's race to lose right now, honestly.
Wrong eye.
What? The Phantom's the right eye.
No.
The regular eye is the left eye.
Hey, it can be the right eye and still be the wrong eye.
Exactly.
Alright, Chanigan's just kind of powering his way through this Topher. Doesn't really have to deal with anything in here. Except for, murdering everything that gets in his way. Which it's not going to be that difficult unless we see some really rude fiends.
Yeah. Multiple nukes would be disgusting to see. The black belts level is 47, as JLo just pointed out. Thank you, JLo. And yes, Dark Moon, Chanigan did kill the zombies. There is a bug here on the stream where the tile was lit when Chanigan didn't have the objective completed, and when Chanigan finished the objective, it unlit the tile.
Yeah.
But in the bingo room, I can confirm that Chanigan does have 2 bingos.
Right, and Pickles and Beer pulling up to Kraken. Let's see how his brack luck goes.
Here we go.
It goes good.
First go.
It goes as well as his Bane luck did on that first Tiamat.
No kidding there. That first Tia kill, in my opinion, one of the highlights of the race right there. All right. Carry 2 coming up for Chanigan. Nasty attack from Carry, but nothing that Chanigan can't deal with.
Oh, and
just
it looks
shrugs
like
it off.
Budge also sold that ribbon.
Yeah, Budge did sell off that ribbon. The only person that hasn't sold off the ribbon is Pickles, and I think that's because Pickles Beer hasn't picked up a ribbon.
Yep. Also, because, he doesn't have to deal with it at all. His rows are pretty much exclusive around that, it looks like. He just has to get the dinosaurs, which he's doing now.
Yep. And it's not going to take that long for Pickles to do. It's going to be a real quick, just throw them all out.
Oh my god, the Arian Kilos have less than 300 HP.
Yeah, they have like 280, because we saw a fade for 280 kill him.
Okay, 188.
Oh, nope. They have under 188.
So if you notice, I kind of like what he's doing here. He's not even waiting through the fanfare for the XP. He's just like, nope, I'm here for the numbers. He's killing them, resetting immediately.
Yeah, I like that. It does make this a lot faster. It's very efficient.
Yep. Also, you don't have to worry about, if somebody dies. It's just like, whatever, I don't care. I'm just reset and go.
This is true. All right, Chanigan has made it all the way through Topher. You blink, you miss it.
Goodness, yeah.
This has the possibility to still be sub-hour for Chanigan.
All right,
don't expect it, though.
Fade for 113, swing coming out from the ninja, 4 hits, 4 damage, fast coming out, landing before the black belt swings, punch, 17 hits, 996. Chaos retaliates, hits the thief for 200 and something damage, nothing too bad there. We've got another fade, we've got Bane coming out from Chaos, and only landing on the black mage who'd already done his job. 20 hits, 854. Fade for 107. Punch, wait. Punch says 18 hit, 1639, down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out for Chanigan, coming in first, actually, with an hour, or with a race.time.gg time of 1 hour and 17 seconds. GGs.
A very, very well played race by Chanigan there, finishing first overall. That's something to be said.
Yep.
Pickles and Beer, though, is in Topher right now. I believe that Pickles is looking to get 25 on that thief here in Topher. So I'm a fan of this play.
It could work for him.
He will need to make it through this in one dive.
Well, there's that 25 on the thief. Now he just has to, survive.
Yep, and that could be the tough part of this. Ducks in Volcano, looking to do Agamas, I believe, as Budge is in Earth right now, looking to kill Lich 1.
Kill Lich with violence, not with Quake.
10 hits, 1377 is going to do it. That is Lich 1 down. That is one of the bingos for Budge right there. Checking to see if there's a second one.
Which mono? Did not Quake Lich. I'm wondering if he forgot to light the dinosaur tile? Because that would be his second one. Or he could be going for Lich 2 thrice.
That could be the case, but we are joined by our winner tonight overall, Chanigan. GG's, Chanigan.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG's, man. That was a good run.
Yeah, not too bad. A few issues with the zombies, but overall,
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised you didn't take the zombies in Ice Cave.
I took them like 2 fights. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting them like 1 or 2 at a time, and I was counting how many I had, and when I fought the 6-pack in Marsh, I was missing 1.
Oh, no.
I had 14 out of 50. I'm like, oh, I should have done 1 more fight in ice.
Well, who cares about that now, though? You did come in through, so you are going to be moving on to the bracket stage with the couple of 3-0 folks.
Yep.
I can
Rip
see
Sobauer, though. That I'm sad.
barely.
Yeah, just barely. How are you feeling, though, now that you know you're going into the brackets and you're going to have some of the 3-0s to potentially face?
I don't know. I feel good, I think. I've beaten both of them, Schumann and Fizzle, so I'm pretty confident that I can do it. But
like
yeah,
that.
no, I'm here to win it all.
You're here to play
That-
bingo and win.
That is the Chanigan I know very well. You're here to get it done and take all the names.
Oh yes.
Okay, this is really strange. I do not see the second bingo for Budge. Oh wait, never mind. We just did the... I got Pickles and Beer and Budge backwards because I am real braining today.
Yeah. Pickles...
Pickles just got that top left and bottom right.
No, Pickles just defeated Tia 2. Budge just got the top left to bottom right.
I cannot brain today. I have the dumb. I apologize for that.
So, I noticed in Ice Cave you did slip on a banana peel there, Chanigan.
Yep.
How upset were you about that
Very. Very upset. I'm like, okay, I got into the fight, the Frost D's fight. I'm like, okay, remember to not go up. As soon as the fight ends, I pressed up. I'm like,
Oh, man.
what an idiot.
Oh. All right, Pickles and Beer, Chaos. We've got Wait and Attack.
Yep.
So we've got punches going out. 10 hits, 688. We've seen about 900 damage come out so far.
He's had a couple other rounds, too. He's coming up pretty closely on the end of this Chaos, I think.
Yeah, that should be about 2,400, 2,450. And this punch should do it. 10 hits for 832 is going to terminate Chaos. Pickles and Beer finishing just behind Demon Frog. Demon Frog finished 4th, but Pickles and Beer finishing 5th with a time of 1:05:47. Get your GGs out for Pickles and Beer.
Yeah, GG's. And yes, so just to bring you all up to date here, we had Jay Scheidel finishing 2nd with a time of 1:01:31. Luffy DV finishing up 3rd with 1:01:55. Demon Frog at 1:05:35, and Pickles and Beer at 1:05:47.
There is only one more spot left in all of this.
Yeah, and it's going to go to one of the past 2 Duckling Supremes, Papa or Budge.
That it is, and Budge is in a pretty good spot here.
Yeah.
Getting the Quad X on Tiamat, erase terminated. And on to Chaos. Here we go.
Ooh. And Shadow Mr. T pointing out that Tia 2 had Cure 4.
That's good news for Budge Bono, as Budge now knows that Chaos cannot have that Cure 4.
Yeah.
So here we go. Chaos fight from Budge Bono. All of the party members are up. Fast going out onto the black belt. Fade. And Bane comes out immediately. Ineffective on the black mage, white mage, and black belt, but that thief does go down. Fast did get initiative, so lots of damage coming out from the black belt. 20 hits for 637, nuke for 161. Lit 2 coming out from Chaos doing pretty much chip damage. Fade comes out onto Chaos doing 258 damage, a good fade. 18 hits for 1,230 damage.
My goodness.
No more fade charges, so gonna resort to Harm 4. Nuke's gonna come out, 185 damage. Harm 4 coming out, 118 damage. The swing, 20 hits, 668. Budge Mono is gonna take that final spot.
All right, GG's to Budge Mono, coming in with an official racetime.gg time of 1:07:50.
Unfortunately, it's going to be the end of the road for Papa Ducks, but Papa's had a good showcase throughout this tournament, and unfortunately, things just didn't work out too terribly well this time around. But there you go. We have the 6 going into the bracket stages. That's Chanigan, Jay Scheidel, Luffy DV, Demon Frog, Pickles and Beer, and Budge Mono.
Speaking of Budge Mono, we are being joined by Budge Mono in the booth now. So, GG's, Budge.
Thanks.
GG Budge.
6th place is good enough.
Yep.
You caught that last spot, and you're going in to the bracket stages. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, with this crowd, I knew, I wasn't expecting to finish in the top, but, I thought I'd have a good chance to place. So, I'm happy with 6th. I'm in. That's all that matters.
That is true. You are going up against a lot of veterans like Chanigan, Jay Scheidel, Luffy, Demon Frog, and, Pickles and Beer is more of a platypus right now, I believe. I don't quite remember when Pickles and Bear came around, but I think Pickles and Bear is at that platypus stage. And so you had some very fierce competition going into this, yet you still managed to get that 6th. And it was a race between you and the past Duckling Supreme with Papa Ducks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that. He was in the bingo room with me. I was watching that defeat Lich 1 tile, which he actually just lit. So I knew until that was lit, I had some time. But, I think if he lit that one, I was going to abandon my Hall of Dragons grind and go immediately to try and get in. But,
So,
worked out.
Chanigan, Budge, I have to ask, when did you decide what your secondary rows were going to be?
As soon as I saw the board, I'm like, yeah, I don't care about the rest. I know I'm doing BLTR and R4. Like, they just match way too good.
Yeah, I was looking at C5 was the one I was thinking of. You can see I kind of did it, and then seeing K get level 7 promotion locked, kind of killed that.
Oh,
So
I was going for it anyway.
I was thinking about it still, and then when I was getting levels before promoting, I thought I did the Garland boxing as sort of a safety play to keep that diagonal open. And then the white mage basically had a built-in ribbons. So I was like, I don't care about that. So
You keeping the Garland boxing tile open was a very good play, Budge. And for a moment there, Hate and I were both wondering what your last tile was going to be, and then it hit me that you were going to defeat Lich 2 3 times, which was a very, very good play on your part.
yeah, that's almost a free tile in some ways, that one. So
I really liked that. And we are joined by Pickles and Beer. GG's, dude.
GG's. I made
GG's
it.
Pickles.
Yep.
Gotta stop making these silly mistakes.
Mistakes aside, I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked Chanigan and Budge. How are you feeling now that you know you are going into the bracket stage?
Fine, I guess. I wasn't gonna be disappointed if I didn't make it, but hey, I'll give it my best.
You're gonna do just fine.
These are really everyone in here that was in here tonight was really stiff competition.
Alright, so, and the question that I've asked to Chanigan and Budge, so when did you decide what your secondary row column bingo was going to be?
Once I saw that Quake was, I didn't even, or no, yeah. Once I saw that was late, that was promotion locked, I believe. Wasn't that in Gaia?
Yeah, Gaia slot
Yeah.
2.
Once I saw that was locked, I went to C4, which was my backup from the get-go.
Yeah.
I had C4, C5, and BLTR.
Those are the same three that I had.
Yeah, but I'm like, I was just looking at BLTR, like, yeah, this one just matches really well with the R4. So I'm like, yeah, whatever happens, I'm getting Quake and I'm caking Lich. And fortunately, I found Tail pretty early, and yeah, I just did a small grind against like 5 Tiamat 1 in All of Dragon.
He was there all the time. It's annoying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First two
the way-
encounters, then gas Ds, then 2 blue Ds, something like that, then like
Quad
2 or
Xable,
3.
Quad Xable
Yeah.
Gasties.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah,
you
that was
also,
insane.
Pickles and Beer, you also had the Poison Whisperer luck on your side. Like, you got that Bane on that first round, Tia.
Yeah, I know. Hey, some quick levels. That was nice.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
saw
go-
that square very early.
Figured I'd just throw a Bane out there. I wasn't intending to actually take it down.
Papa Ducks is in a scary situation and wipes from it, and Papa Ducks is going to forfeit from the race after that. He ended up getting a bad go on Lich 2, losing 3 of the 4 party members, and unfortunately is going to call it after that wipe. But
Which I honestly, I can't blame him for on that. This was, he knew he'd lost at that point, but he kept pushing forward until he got to the point where it's like, all right, I can safely forfeit now. So get your
Indeed.
GGs out for Papa for pushing forward as long as he did on it.
gotta give him props for playing it out.
Especially after his Brack luck.
And joining us is Papa Ducks. GG's Papa, and unfortunately, there had to be one.
After
Yep.
his Brack luck.
Yeah, it was me. I figured it would be. I haven't been running well the last couple weeks.
Papa Ducks, GG's Papa, that Brack luck.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick. Was that 12 Bracks that missed?
That was 14. Well, there was 13 that missed. It was the 14th that finally landed.
Jeez,
5
that
each
wow.
dive, and it was the 4th
Let's talk
Brack
about
on the
that
3rd
real quick.
dive.
Was that 12 Bracks that missed? Man.
The 15 minutes that I spent trying to land that Brack made me forget that I already had the rod, so I ended up doing a whole bunch of checks that I didn't need to do after that.
Oh no.
When I already had the rod. Completely forgot that I had the rod. Yeah. That was I had a feeling that was the end when it took 3 dives to get Kraken down.
Yeah.
But when I saw everybody else finish, I figured I'd take 1 dive at Topher solo.
Yeah, well, I
And
can't blame
then
you on
got
that.
ended by a random pack of red dragons.
Yeah, that was an odd one to end you, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They were super tanky though. They were
You
dead.
got crit a lot there against
I
those
was trying to
enemies.
run. I failed running like 7 times before they finally killed me.
Yeah, the black belt having -5 luck. That definitely didn't help with the run calculation at all.
Yeah, but at level 45, I thought he would still be able to run after 2 or 3 tries
Yep, guess not.
pretty regularly. Yeah, it was fun seed. None of the rows on the bingo board looked particularly hard, so I was trying to set myself up for several options. I eliminated the Quaking Lich when I saw Quake was at level 7, and started going a different direction. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The whole tournament was.
Yeah.
And I mean, you had a record of 2-1, which is still a very good record to have as a whole. So
Yeah.
it's even though you do go out here on the last chance qualifier, it was still a very good tournament for you.
Yeah, I mean, even getting to this point was, there were only 2 people who had a clean 3-0 record, and the fact that y'all had a 2-1 record speaks pretty good for y'all.
Yeah, it was a tough tournament all the way around. Everybody that was in it was a good player.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very rough match for all of you because you're all very high tier players. Budge being the current Duckling Supreme, you being the past Duckling Supreme, Pickles and Bear being extremely good, and then Chanigan, as we all know, is Chanigan. Very, very good. I mean, what else can I say about you, dude?
I don't know.
No, Chanigan, you've been kicking butt and taking names since you came into the community. So
Yeah.
you've always been one to be feared.
Ah. I don't know. I think I'm decent, not top tier, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's one thing that keeps you kind of going though, is because you
No,
you always have that
you always
thirst to
have
improve.
a goal. There's always someone better than you.
Unless you're CC.
I was about to say that, and I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, well, I have to make at least one smart aleck comment.
Hey, at least it was you and not me this time.
Yeah, well, one of us was gonna do it.
Yup.
And overall, thank you all for putting on a really entertaining race for us tonight as well. It was a good one. I mean, yes, it was quick, but it was still really a good race between y'all. And there was no one that was really there wasn't really an explicit blowout. I mean, Papa, you kind of got the short end of the RNG stick. I'm not gonna lie, but you still put up a pretty competitive time. So
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was going too bad until the brack luck. But it happens. It's worked in my favor before too.
yeah.
Sorry, Papa. Budge, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Are you glad I didn't roll the seed this time?
Yeah, this was a lot better than that. One thing I've noticed with these flags is thief with agility buff and black belts just don't mix. If I could have just had that thief die, I think it would have been a couple minutes faster. But I just abandoned the ice dive. But yeah, no, this is so much better than whatever that was a week ago.
Honestly,
Man.
when you initially slipped on the banana peel and ice, I expected you to just stay on the ice damage tiles and just grind your thief down like that.
I don't think I actually. No, I didn't slip. That was purposeful. That was me giving up on the thief,
Okay.
dying, and just ditching ice and figuring I can get levels later. Because I already had
Yeah.
gotten the thief up to like 30, and I figure this is just not the best use of my time here.
I believe a couple of you had issues with getting that thief to die.
Yeah, dodgy thief tends to live.
But y'all did eventually get that thief down and got the black belt online, and punch cannon was punch cannoning.
I think I had the opposite problem. Mine kept dying when I was trying to get him to 25 and then kill him off.
Y'all did play well though. Y'all played very well this tournament. And Bud, Shanigan, Pickles, y'all are going to be continuing on. Unfortunately, Ducks, like Hate said, you got the short end of the RNG stick. Unfortunately, your run is done. But
That's all right. I'll be cheering from the sidelines.
that's the way to do it.
Yep.
But I am going to ask a question, and this goes to each of you, Budge, Shanigan, and Pickles. What are your guys' preparations going to be going into the bracket stage?
Not practice.
That sounds like you, Shanigan.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Not
it start
practice and
tomorrow?
just go head first.
Nap.
Yep.
I like that response as well, Pickles. What about you, Budge?
Yeah, there's no time to really prep more than I've already done. I don't know if I'll. It starts tomorrow, so any other seeds are just going to be seed bleed. So
Does it
go and do
start
it. Got a
tomorrow?
strat. Does it? Is it tomorrow? Or is it
Yep.
I
Saturday?
I thought it started next week, but I could be wrong.
Oh, is it next week?
It starts sometime soon.
No, it's
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow
Yeah.
Okay.
So
with
go
finals
in.
this Sunday.
I don't know. I got 2-1 out of my pods, surprisingly, with Chanigan and Jay Scheidel both going 1-2 tonight. So, keep my strats up and hope for the best.
Just play your game.
Well, I honestly have not the brain for things right now, so Sonny, if you have more questions, go ahead and ask them. Otherwise, let's start off with the final thoughts.
No, I was going to ask if you had any more questions, Hate.
Yeah, no, I cannot brain right now. I have the dumb.
Final thoughts it is, then. We'll start with the winner on stream tonight, Chanigan.
Yes, thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for restreaming and all. Man, I love that for real. Ever since last year, when we first introduced Dab, I was hooked, and damn, this feels good as always. But yeah, can't wait for tomorrow and maybe the days after that. Who knows? But yeah, GG's to Papa. Sorry, you're not in the group in the not the group, the brackets. But man, that was fun.
Pickles, you're next.
Thanks to all you for putting on the show, and GG's to everybody. That's all I got.
All right, Budge, you're going to be third on this list.
Yeah, same thing. Thanks to you guys putting on the show. Thanks for RPG Limit Break having us on here. GG's to everybody racing tonight. Yeah, Chanigan said Dab is awesome. I'm really having a good time. Just excited to get more races in. So
And last but most certainly not least, Papa Ducks.
Same as everybody else. Thank you guys for putting this on. Good luck to Chanigan and Pickles and Budgimano going forward. I'll be rooting for you guys, and I'll see you guys next tournament.
And that next tournament that'll be coming up is spring tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Hate?
Well, there's the yeah, that's the next one from the FFR community. Though there is that FFR by Time Spinner tournament that's going to be coming up before that shortly. But that's kind of a separate thing.
Indeed.
So yeah, Sonny, if you got final thoughts, go ahead and get them out. If not, I will go ahead and take us on home.
Well, I do want to thank RPG Limit Break for allowing us to have the channel yet again for another wonderful, wonderful dab race. Though, keep in mind, this is not the last dab race. We do have the bracket stages coming up very, very quickly, which will lead into the finals on Sunday. And that's going to be something that you want to keep your eyes open for, because all of the runners that we have here in the brackets are extremely good runners. They are going to be very, very tight races. So definitely keep your eyes open for that. I want to give a massive shout out to JLO7 and shout out Mr. T241 for doing the tracking, because without them tracking, Hate and I would have had a very rough time keeping up with everything. And definitely come join the Discord. We will help you learn this game. We'll do everything to get you off the ground and into this game. We have a great duckling program, as many of us can attest to. Budge being the most recent Duckling Supreme, Papa Ducks being the previous one. I mean, I came from the Duckling program way back in 2018 when it had its very first iteration. It's one that's been around for a while and one that's helped many a runner have a good understanding on the game. And be sure to follow RPG Limit Break as well as Final Fantasy Randomizer, as they're the two channels that we're going to have all of our Dab Dab Revolution races on. But that's all I got, Hate. It's all you, my friend.
All right. So yeah, as Sonny said, go ahead and toss the runners a follow if you haven't already. I kind of think that the performance they put on tonight deserves it. Thanks to Sonny for jumping in the booth with me, and JLo and Shadow for volunteering to track this kind of at the last minute for us. Because yeah, otherwise this would have been even more chaotic for us. If you like what you saw tonight, go to www.finalfantasyrandomizer.com, and there you can find the links for the Discord, and you can generate a seed of your own if you want to try it out. Well, thanks again to all the people watching. Thanks to RPG Limit Break for letting us bogart their channel for the past couple hours. And with that, I will bid you all a good evening, good morning, good day, wherever it is, and adieu.